Hi, and wish you a very warm welcome to the Secret of Samadhi channel. Throughout our existence, we have been nourished by teachings which were passed down to us by our forefathers, allowing us to face each obstacle day after day and enhancing our being. We shall learn these new life lessons through Japanese proverbs today. Let's get started on this road. Failure is only permanent if you give up. No matter how many times you fall, what matters is that you keep getting back up again and again. As the saying goes, even monkeys who spend their lives climbing trees fall. We can all learn from our mistakes, and even experienced people fail sometimes. Just as a dog is grateful to be fed for 3 days, we should show gratitude to those who help us. However, it's easy to forget someone if they've only helped you for a short time. Gratitude is a virtue that few people possess, but it's important nonetheless. We all have talents, even if we don't realize it at first. In the course of our lives, we figure out what we're good at, just like how every person is unique and sees things from their own perspective. We learn by doing. The real teacher is experience. Know thyself first. Before you can handle a difficult scenario, learn to understand yourself first. One must be prepared for every scenario that may arise. Some people build shelters when the winds of change blow. Others construct windmills. Learning from the mistakes of others is more effective than making your own. By studying where others have gone wrong, you can avoid those same pitfalls in your own life. It cannot be recovered. It is impossible to go back in time. It's a flower not to talk. Silence is golden and has always been the best option. The sea cannot be imagined by a frog in a well. We will never realize what the world has to offer us as long as we have a limited perspective based on our limited experience. The hunter chasing 2 rabbits is a metaphor for someone who wants to achieve too much in life. When you try to do too many things at once, you end up not achieving anything. Never giving up attracts strength. Only by sticking to it can goals be achieved. The hawk who brags about his claws is not as crafty as the one who conceals them. A person's true abilities are only known when they're put to use, not through idle boasting. Disasters typically come from the mouth in the form of words, which can hurt more than a physical blow. Your risk-taking abilities correlate with your success. The more risks you're willing to take, the greater your potential rewards. Having been bitten by a snake, you are also afraid of a rotten tail. If you have had bad experiences, you are then too cautious. Love grows. Love must be a sensation that builds little by little and steadily for it to operate. The cherry tree is among the flowers, and among men, the warrior is the finest. The cherry blossom is regarded as the most lovely of all flowers, and among males, the greatest fighter is considered to be the one who fights for what he wants. Laugh, and the whole world laughs with you. Cry, and you weep alone. It is better to ask a question and look foolish for a moment than not to ask and be ashamed for a lifetime. Do not be afraid to ask questions, even if you think they might make you look foolish. The answer could serve as a valuable lesson for the rest of your life. If you protrude more than the average person, you will be more likely to experience negativity. Knowing less is enlightenment. The less you know, the more peaceful you will be. Thank your instructor twice when he corrects you. First, because he is passing on his knowledge, and second, because he thinks you are capable of absorbing it. Women's hearts are as changeable as the autumn sky. Women's feelings change just as abruptly as the seasons do. The next time you're confused about a man's character, take a look at his friends. More often than not, all it takes to understand someone's actions is to see the company they keep. A person is a product of their environment and can never truly deviate from the characteristics of where they come from. Feelings are not to be trusted, as our rationality may mislead us. Time flies like an arrow. Every moment must be cherished, for days passed swiftly. After the storm, there is silence. We rediscover contentment and pleasure when we experience difficult and turbulent times. When 3 people meet, they exchange wisdom. Only by having a confrontation with others can one really know something. Unlike water, you can't ask for friendship and love. You have to offer it like a tea. This is priceless. The hands and eyes of a husband and wife should be like hands and eyes. When the hands are in pain, the eyes shed tears. When the eyes shed tears, the hands become dry. It is necessary to support one another. Big things often have small beginnings. It's the little choices we make that can lead to great outcomes, good or bad. The water in a slow-flowing river appears to be moving slowly. It takes time and effort to get it right. Don't be afraid to correct yourself if you make a mistake. Learn to recognize your errors so that you don't repeat them. With the first glass, a man drinks wine. With the second glass, wine drinks wine. And with the third glass, it's man who drinks. You must never go overboard. Doing too much is tantamount to doing nothing at all. We always want what we don't have and compare our own lives to others, even when they might not have it as good as us. Pain fosters more pain. If we act with ill intent, only suffering will result. Our eyes convey as much emotion as our mouths do. Oftentimes, we can communicate more with our demeanor than with actual words. You can impact others, yourself, and the future if you smile. A happy person has a higher quality of life. Let the past go downstream. Refrain from dwelling on the past. It is so very sad. Look ahead and set new objectives for yourself. This journey was full of incredible lessons. These proverbs were a great reminder that we should never stop learning, and they help make the everyday more understandable. They are also reminders that we should never give up or waver in our beliefs. Which of these teachings do you think will be helpful to you in your interactions with others and your environment? Write it in the comments and subscribe to the channel so that you can learn more new life lessons. I would like to thank you for spending this time with us and enjoying this reminder. Buddha blesses you.